Hey everybody, this is Matt. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. I really appreciate it. Today we are doing a pick a card reading. Just quick messages here, messages that your higher self is guiding you towards at this now moment as you're watching this. So we have three groups today. We have pile one here with the Magician card. Zatanna from DC is on that one with the Tiger's Eye, I believe. And pile two, here we have the Star with Supergirl and this green stone. Maybe it's Adventuring, I'm not quite sure what that is. And then we have Harley Quinn with the Fool. And that is with this lovely pinkish white marbly stone. So let's take a second and attune our energies and just ground ourselves and connect in the higher realms. I've already saged, cleared the energy, and we will begin. Hey there, pile one. So you chose the Magician card here with Zatanna and the Tiger's Eye. So, tapping into your energy now, I'm feeling an opening in the solar plexus chakra and the throat chakra. So this is in relationship with communicating from your own sense of empowerment and self-worth. When those two chakras connect, it's like setting boundaries, enforcing them, communicating them, and really just like establishing yourself as your own power center where other people know that they are unable to kind of breach those boundaries or mess with you in any kind of way. But you know, when you open your solar plexus chakra, that's also your relationship center, your relationship with the world, with other people. So when that's opening and clearing and healing, you're creating safety within your relationships. So in order to create safety in relationships, boundaries are a necessity. And this is a good message for me as well. You know, boundaries are a lesson that we all learn, many of us struggle with. But yeah, once you lean into that and accept that as a necessity, your relationships flow better, because people aren't going to be, rubbing you the wrong way. What else was I seeing? I was seeing like orca whales and like a live bait shop or something. It's very specific, very random. It might only connect with like one or two of you, but it reminds me of like, I don't know, like an oceanside town on the coast where it's like a, seaport or something, or there's a lot of fishing going on. It kind of reminds me of like the movie Jaws, like that Martha's Vineyard kind of vibe. But again, that might only apply to a couple of you. That's just something I'm seeing. So we are going to get into quick messages for you, and we're going to continue pulling from the DC deck here. So the Magician is also about manifestational energy and like being a master of all the elements. And you might be coming into a new sort of era of your own empowerment and manifestational ability, and just starting to see things flow and feeling more confident in your abilities to use what you have available to you, and also just working with the energy of the universe. You might be feeling more in tune with that, or coming into a period of feeling more in tune with that. So God, source, for my pile number one, quick messages for my pile number 1. Let's see here. We have the 3 of Wands, which is all about, that's so funny. I was seeing the seaport because that's what this, in traditional tarot, you have the person waiting on the cliff overlooking the ocean, waiting for the ships to come into port. So that's so funny that I was seeing that. Yeah, this is like waiting for the ships to dock. Like with the Magician here, it's saying that you've already kind of like manifested, you've already placed your order with the universe of what it is that you're desiring energy-wise in your life, like how you want to feel in your reality. It's like you're already sort of in touch with that. And now you just kind of have to like go with the flow and like let things come in and reveal themselves to you, even if like you might be able to see it coming in on the horizon or feel it coming in, but it's really just about allowing it to come towards you and you not really like doing a whole lot, or you're just kind of doing your own thing as you're allowing this new energy to come forward. Okay. God, for my pile number 1. Quick messages for my pile number 1. We have strength. Also, as I was shuffling just now, I was seeing like squirrels and them like harvesting nuts and seeds and all that stuff. So it's like you might have been in a hibernation period where you were like harvesting your energy, or not harvest, just what's the word? You know, sitting on your energy, if that makes sense, and allowing it to kind of grow and strengthen. And, you know, maybe you've been in a period where you've had to be resilient in your waiting. You've had to be strong in your waiting. Maybe in your waiting process, it's like when you feel like you're waiting for things to happen, obviously there are always things we can be doing for our highest good, whether that's, you know, filling our own cup, doing things we enjoy on our own. You know, we shouldn't be in the energy of waiting, because then that creates more waiting. But you just may have been in a period where you've been building up your own inner resources and your strength, and really like creating stability for yourself so that you're ready to like receive and experience what's coming in next. We have the Ace of Swords. So there's that new, fresh clarity coming in, that new understanding coming in. Again, with the throat chakra, that's communication coming in, clear communication. And it just feels like confidence with the Lion here. Just becoming more confident in like who you are, what you have to say, your truth. And it's like as you've been aligning with your own truth, it's like things outside of you start to become more clear. So it feels like in your environment right now, whether or not, you know, things are how you would like them to be ultimately, it feels like things are being clear so that you know where you stand, and that you know like kind of where you're facing and what direction you're moving in, which is always nice to have that sense of clarity. We have the Knight of Cups. So that's more energy that's moving towards you. When I see the Knight of Cups, it always feels like something moving towards you with an offering. And it also feels like maybe if you've been in this period of waiting, or maybe even feeling lonely for some of you, or maybe we have 4 of Cups at the bottom here, so discontent. If you've been at all discontent with how things have been, it feels like with the Knight of Cups here that something more satisfying is on its way in to your field of awareness, to your experience, something that's more heart-centered as well. And I think that like as you've been strengthening, because again, I was seeing solar plexus and throat chakra, and we have the blue and the yellow, funnily enough, on both of these cards. it's like, I think this was this has been a necessary, these areas have been necessary for you to work on and focus on strengthening in order to create space so that this positive new energy can move towards you, and that like people, places, and things, like emotions are going to be presented to you more clearly. So this can have to do with relationships that are platonic, romantic, people being a little bit more clear with like where they emotionally stand, less guardedness, and more communication when it comes to like the heart. The Knight of Cups wears his heart on his sleeve. And here you have, I think, Canary, Black Canary. And she like has this like loud screech. So it's like this loud voice, definitely throat chakra energy showing up strongly. And it feels like people are going to be communicating more clearly with you moving forward, as I was saying, because you've been working in that department yourself, or at least the areas of that department that you specifically could use work on. I'll get one more for this row here for my pile number 1, God. For my pile number 1, one more of these cards. 3 of Swords, oh boy. Okay, so yeah, because we're having like clarity and communication coming through, perhaps in the past, like this has not been the case. People have been withholding information or emotions, or there's been a guarded energy perhaps, and like this could have been like just an overall thing from your past that you've really had to like heal from with strength and like collect yourself, because and pull the swords out of your heart, because maybe in the past like you weren't the best at being vulnerable and communicating, and other people weren't communicating and being vulnerable with you. So it's like this has caused pain in your past. But the amazing thing is like we're moving out of this energy and new energy is coming forth. But at the same time, as this new energy comes forth, you still might have to, there might be crumbs of this energy still left in your aura. So it could be just something for you to be aware of, like if it shows up and surfaces again, or if you feel fear or, you know, any trepidation or apprehension to like connecting or trusting, just be aware of like what you've been through and allow that space to be and to work itself out and move out of your system. Because we do have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, which is about moving forward and building momentum. And it's like, you know, you chose the Magician card. We're moving forward. We're manifesting a new reality. So like energies of the past, yeah, like you have brand new energy coming in that's emotionally satisfying and fulfilling. Things are not going to be like they were in the past. That's what's really being communicated here. No more of the defeat, conflict, unworthiness energy that relationships may have left you in, or situations, your environment perhaps, your workplace. It's like we're moving out of that and we're opening a new book where things can be fulfilling, and we're leaning into vulnerability, and other people are being vulnerable with us, and there's just more connection and communication going on here. And all the while, I don't know what made me want to split the deck, but you're also leaning more into your own independence, being good on your own, which is an attractive magnetic energy, which allows people, places, and things to come to you because you're good in your own energy. So I'm going to lastly pull from the Psychic Tarot. And we'll get some final messages for this quick pick a card today. So, God, what are some final messages for the people who chose pile 1? Quick messages, very of the moment for pile 1, God. I'm seeing like a cabin or like a lake house with like high vaulted ceilings and like wood paneling on the inside. So I don't know what that means, but it's coming through. I'm seeing a computer, like computer games. Like it almost reminds me of like in the 90s or like early 2000s, like children's computer games. Okay, we have intuition. We have obstacles and challenges, which is the 5 of Wands. And one more, Spirit. Pile 1. I'm hearing high school dance. Something about a dance. Formal. Okay. There's more solar plexus. And this freaking throat chakra is sticking out of the deck here. Oh my God. Could this not be any more clear? And then we have the 9 of Pentacles showing up again. That was sticking out of the deck, wanting to be seen. This is interesting. And then at the bottom, we have harmony here with connection. This is the Lover's card. So, okay. Yeah, what this is really saying with like the strength having shown up and like 3 of Wands, meaning like the new energy isn't fully here yet. So where you are now, you might be like facing a little bit of resistant energy because you're moving out of like a current situation, or you know, something isn't working anymore. So you might still feel this like resistance. But it's like important for you to stick up for yourself, communicate, trust your intuition, trust how you're feeling about your current situation, and make sure that you are communicating what you need to communicate for your own security, sanity, safety, and well-being. Your well-being is really coming through here strong with the 9 of Pentacles. So like Spirit with this message, your higher self and Spirit are really wanting you to focus on you. You should be the center of your attention right now. And trusting yourself and trusting the feelings that you're getting about your current situation and about the energies coming in. And you know, if there's some resistance between the two, like if where you are now and the new energy coming in are a bit at odds, it's like you can allow that to be. And what's really going to help is just like holding your ground and, you know, saying, I'm worth it. I am worth healthy connections, healthy environments. And I'm worthy of like my truth being known and understood by others. I mean, it doesn't even have to be understood by others, but it has to be respected. So have confidence in yourself with where you are in your process right now, because you are manifesting like this new energy. You had Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups showing up. Like you have this fresh new energy coming in. So just hang tight where you are. It's coming in. Just you're going to move through any conflict or resistant energy. It's just a passing thing, and communicating your truth and knowing your worthiness and being confident, like that is really going to allow like positive, new, emotionally mature and communicative energies to come through. Again, you have the Lover's card showing up. So you know, if you're looking for connection in your life that's meaningful, significant, and at the soul level, like that is for sure coming in. You're being assured that this is coming in for you. You just might still have some like stuff to filter out of your energy, but that's just all part of the process. It's all good. Things are looking good for you right now. So that was your message. Hopefully it resonates. Thank you so much. And there's info about personal readings and stuff like that in the description. So thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Hey there, pile 2. So we're just cleansing the energy from pile 1. So you chose the star card with Supergirl here over the earth. And then this green stone, aventurine maybe. Some of you will know what this is, perhaps. Or is this fluorite? Because there's some purple here. That might be fluorite. We'll see. Anyway. Okay. So today we are looking at just quick messages that your higher self is guiding you towards at this current moment in time. So of course it's a timeless reading. It's a general reading. So just take what resonates. But let's tap into your pile. Okay, so yeah, I was getting the word treasure for you. And that's reminding me of that Bruno Mars song where it's like, treasure. Boop, boop. That might resonate for some of you, but we'll look into the energy and see what wants to come through. Immediately with this card, though, I am getting the feeling of like a higher perspective, seeing things from a higher perspective, stepping back and like seeing the bigger picture. So you might be doing that with your life in some way. You might be like astral traveling for some of you. But there's definitely this like feeling of like higher perspective, higher dimensional consciousness coming through. And the star card, of course, connects you with like the divine, that divine call, that divine guidance, and that positivity that's always guiding you. So we're gonna continue to pull from the DC Tarot and get more messages for you for pile 2, God. For pile 2. Pile 2, pile 2. Pile 2. We have the 8 of Swords. Interesting. Let's see here. Let's get a better, wider angle here so I can get more in the frame. And okay. For my pile number 2, God, what messages want to be known right now? Quick messages from the higher self, the guides. What wants to be known right now for pile 2? Whoa. 2 of Swords. Okay, so interesting. And the Page of Wands. Okay, so right away with this energy, it's like I'm getting that you're wanting to move forward, but there's a feeling of like indecision or stuckness, and like it feels like, you know, thinking about moving forward and thinking about like how to move forward and thinking about the fact that you don't know how to move forward. It's like the thinking process there is only making things a little more difficult. So I think that's why they're asking you to take a step back, take a step out of your current situation and get out of like the current energy that you're in a sense, because I think there's a sense of like being too close to your situation so that you don't have that perspective where you can like see the next step or see the road ahead. So we'll see what else wants to come through, of course. But it's like there's definitely like in the energetic pipeline coming through, there's definitely a spark of information or inspiration that will be kind of like guiding you and leading you. And like there is information coming in about a certain situation that you're in. For some of you, this is like about moving a house or job or something like that. Or maybe just like your next step forward in your life as far as like your purpose with the wands here. It's like what inspires you, what you feel energized by. And maybe Spirit is asking you right now to like really like look at your life from childhood to this point and like ask yourself like, what were the things that carried me forward to my next chapter before? And what energy was I in those pivotal moments when something shifted for the better in my life? That's coming through strongly. What energy was I in when things shifted? Was I feeling centered, balanced, and positive? Was I, overthinking the situation, or was I just being present in my reality, and allowing things to come in? So yeah, perspectives coming through. This is going to help. Ask God, ask your angels and guides for perspective and clarity, and like to help you kind of see something outside of the current situation where the mental state is kind of like locking you in and not allowing you to see what's next. Because I do feel clarity is wanting to come in. But, sometimes we have to clear the mental space in order to allow it in. So, Hanged Man, new perspective, surrender, release. Yeah. And the Chariot, more momentum moving forward. So what's really going to help you move forward in your life right now is like release and allowing and just surrendering, and stop trying to figure out all the nitty gritty details, because that's just preventing anything from moving forward, and the confusion and not knowing, it's like overthinking what's the right move, and then being paralyzed, and not making any decisions. It's like, they're asking you to take a step away from this, like trying to figure things out energy, and more into this like surrendered, letting go, allowing, gaining a higher perspective, allowing in a new perspective, being positive and optimistic, even if, the mind space is really trying to figure it out and is unsure of how things are going to look. It's like, yeah, you need to let go a little bit, is what's coming through. And that's really going to get energy moving. It's so funny how counterintuitive it seems to let go and do nothing and surrender. But that can be the thing that moves us forward the most. Yeah, and like some mental pattern, thought pattern, behavior is like ending here. And so there's like release and sacrificing of something that like isn't working out for you, and recognizing like what isn't working for me right now. Like what's present in my life right now that's like blocking me. Sometimes we can't see that because we're too in it. We're immersed in it. But when you let go, stop trying to figure things out, stop trying to like overwork the mind or have all of the information. When we release the need to have all the information, then it becomes clear of like, okay, what needs to go or what isn't working anymore. Yeah, and they're wanting you to ground yourself, like going out into nature, grounding yourself is going to be really helpful for coming out of that mind space and bringing it back down into the body. That's going to be very helpful with this like surrendering process, new perspective coming through. Yeah, and that's going to allow in like the new energy to come through and move. And and bring you back into your heart space and less in like the overactive mind. Because it's not, with the energies coming through here, it's like it's not really serving you very much. It's like only burdening you to overthink, and it's like you might be feeling like you have to do a lot more than you actually have to do. You're putting too much pressure on yourself is what's coming through. You're binding yourself and like constricting yourself and putting too much weight on yourself mentally, spiritually, emotionally, maybe even physically. Like thinking that you have to be responsible for something that you're not, or again, just putting too much pressure on the situation and on yourself. Yeah, you really need to just release, let go, and allow, and understand that like when new information comes in, you have 2 pages here. It's like allow it to start small, like things, you don't have to go from point A to point Z, you know? Allow things to just happen and come in, like trickle in step by step, little by little. Like allow the seeds that you've planted to like actually grow. And yeah, the Queen of Swords here, yeah, it's like there's a very mental energy here that's kind of like sharp and detached and like not really warm and inviting, because it feels like the energy that you want to come forward and like the clarity that you want is like warm and inviting with the pages here and then the Ace of Cups showing up. And like I always see King of Pentacles as a warm, grounded, safe feeling energy. So you might be in this space now, but that's like transforming and shifting. And like as you release the need to have things figured out and to just be well and know that like everything's okay, you're okay, you're gonna warm up this kind of cold, chilly energy that's hurting you because you're carrying too much. So we are now going to pull from the Psychic Tarot here to get final messages. Again, these are just quick messages of the moment whenever you're watching this, timeless messages. So these aren't like big picture energies, so don't worry if like you're getting a message that rubs you the wrong way, or you know, is reflecting something frustrating in your life at the moment. Just know it's just temporary. It's just right now, currently, as you're watching this in the mental body. It's just a reflection of that coming through. But energy shifts very easily, depending on, you know, if we allow it to, but it can change completely within a day, within a week. So this is shifting, and you like, yeah. So, and again, Spirit's really wanting you to be positive, maintain that positive focus. And sometimes positive focus looks like stop thinking and go out into nature and just hang out. And maybe you feel like you can't hang out, but give yourself the time to just have a breather. Heart chakra, yeah, so move back into the heart space with that Ace of Cups showing up. It's like bring the energy down a little bit, and nature 100% showing up here with this heart energy. Nature's going to be your best friend when it comes to grounding and centering yourself, and getting in touch with your emotions too. Because I have a feeling with this pile that once you bring the energy down back into your heart, you're going to realize that things are okay, that you're okay, and that you don't have to have every piece of information in order for like God and the universe to carry you forward. Like, yeah, again, the message coming through here is the very thing that's going to carry you forward is like surrendering and letting go a little bit. For my pile number 2, God, for my pile number 2, I'm hearing the word koala bear, I don't know. Okay, so we have authority, which is the Emperor, and spiritual strength, which is the 9 of Wands. So maybe it feels like some of the responsibility and pressures have just come from like feeling like, I don't know, you've just been on this long, arduous journey where you need to be responsible. You need to be like responsibilities coming through. It's like you feel responsible, but you're tired, and it's like, when is the next thing going to come in? And so you're trying to figure everything out because you feel like you need to be responsible. But, or maybe, you know, there are people around you that you have to answer to or something, in some kind of way. Or maybe this is talking about like an authority figure growing up that put pressure on you, or you felt like you had to answer to them. And so that kind of energy stuck with you about like having to have it all figured out, having to do the right thing, having to carry a lot of responsibilities because somebody else put that on you, or you felt like somebody else put that on you. That's for some of you. For my pile number 2, God. Let's get some like advice for my pile number 2. Harmony. So again, that comes back to the heart center, connecting at the heart center. Maybe there are people in your environment who, you know, want to connect with you, but you feel like, you know, you're too overburdened to make the time to connect with them. But it's like that human connection is going to be really helpful for you right now. And if you feel like there isn't anybody around you directly who you can connect to in this way, then connecting with yourself in this way, connecting with this energy of union and safety and partnership and warmth within a connection, you can connect to this energy on your own. And yeah, just allow in like grace. That's what I'm hearing. Allowing in grace for yourself and for other people, letting yourself off the hook, letting other people off the hook is coming through. And I think that's like what this bigger picture, it's like, look at the bigger picture and realize all the positive things that you have available to you. Just even within your own powerful being, your chakra system, within every chakra, there are energies that you can tap into and feel connected to and empowered by and uplifted by if you just are intentional about it, and kind of remove yourself from like trying to have to figure out like where you're going. For some of you, maybe this is about relationships as well. Maybe it's about a divine masculine that you're asking about. But again, whether or not it's about relationships, whatever it's about, it feels like letting go and softening and coming back into your heart and out of the head is like the very best thing you can do. So yeah, those were your messages for today, pile 2. Thank you guys so much for joining me. There is info about personal readings in the description box below. And yeah, it was so great reading for you. Hope to see you again soon, and have a good day or night wherever you are. Bye. Hi there, pile 3. So you guys chose the Harley Quinn card with the Fool here. And this like marbly, salmony stone here. I used to know the name of it. I forgot it, to be honest, but maybe some of you will know. We're just going to quickly clear the energy from the previous piles. And we're opening up the energy here for your higher self, guides to come through. Again, these are just quick messages that your higher self is calling you towards at this now moment, that are, of course, only serving the highest good of yourself and the collective. So let's just take a moment and tap into the energy of pile number 3 for all my pile 3 viewers. Okay. So I just heard the word sadness, and then I saw flowers, like pansies, roses, something like that, like a flower bed or like one of those flower box things. I'm seeing like a house. So some of you might feel stuck at home. Or some of you might be like working on your home. Your home is coming through. Home environment, the appearance of your home for some of you. Okay, anything else? Spiders. I'm hearing spiders. That's interesting. So look up spider meanings online, the spiritual meaning of spiders, and that might resonate for you. I know that creativity is often associated with spiders. Let's see, pile 3. Yeah, I'm seeing more roses. Magical, glowing, beautiful roses. Anything else before we get cards? Well, anyway, with the Fool card here, this talks about, a new journey, beginning something new, wanting to take a leap and step out onto a new path. And sometimes this feels a little scary and nerve-wracking, but it's like this desire to really like trust the universe and like trust that if you take a leap, you will be like the universe will catch you. So, and then with this stone here, I'm getting this really comforting feeling of like warmth and sweetness. We'll see what this is about. I am pulling from the DC Tarot here, and we'll see what wants to come through for you. God, so for my pile number 3, I am hearing tarot itself for you. Some of you are into tarot. Obviously, if you're watching a tarot reading, you're interested in it, but some of you might practice tarot or are learning tarot or wanting to learn tarot. With the Fool card, some of you might be wanting to take the leap of like starting a YouTube channel or like putting yourself out there more with your abilities, with your practice and helping people. Some of you with the home, you might want to work from home. You might be working for a company or somewhere, and like maybe you're wanting to transition to work from home. So that's for some of you. And when you're doing tarot readings from home, that can be a nice segue into remote work, especially if you're doing like intuitive work. For my pile number 3, God, what do you want to communicate with them right now? Quick message. Justice. So that's talking about balance, things unfolding in your life in a fair and just way, in a balanced way. Equality, equal give and take. That's Libra energy. Some of you might be Libras. Or you just might be in a time in your life right now where you're like, things are balancing out in certain ways. Things are in a process of being made right for you. So more for pile 3. Pile 3, God. What needs to be known right now for my pile number 3? 3 of Cups. So this talks about socializing, getting out there with friends, celebrating, connecting, union, community, that type of thing. You might be craving community, spiritual community. For some of you, it could talk about like a third party situation. It can talk about that and like things being made right within that situation, things balancing out within that situation in your favor. With the moon showing up behind Wonder Woman here, it's like there might be some unknown factors, but with her kind of cutting through the air with this sword, it's kind of like clarity will be coming through and illuminating anything that is unknown. The truth is coming to light. So if there is a third party situation, whenever you're watching a tarot reading and third-party situations coming up, usually, I mean, for the most part, you're already going to have some sort of intuitive feeling that that's there, or you're going to know. Like, a tarot reading on YouTube's not going to be like someone that you love is having a third-party situation without you kind of already having that sense. That's not how that works. But for others of you, this can just talk about like things being made right in a situation that you've been experiencing, and like harmony coming back into the picture, and like emotions flowing in a healthy way once again. It can talk about a reconciliation, a reunion of some sort, and maybe with the Justice card, this reunion has been long awaited. And we have the Star card here. So it's like you have reason to be optimistic and hopeful about your situation, whatever it is that you're experiencing right now. You're moving in a positive direction. You're facing the light. And again, like clarity's coming through, harmony's coming back in even if you're in a part of the process where like you don't know exactly how things are going to look. It's just asking you to be positive about your situation. And with this card with Supergirl flying above the earth here, it kind of feels like gaining that higher perspective and like seeing things in a mature, ascended kind of way. Like, how would God view the situation that you're going through? How would God or like your angels view this situation? That's kind of coming through here. Okay, so whoa, that's a bunch. We're gonna go again. That's a lot. Okay. God, source for my pile number 3. What's up with them right now? What do they need to look at? Strength. So maybe whatever situation that you've been going through, you've had to have a lot of strength as far as like awaiting clarity, awaiting a reunion, awaiting for balance, fairness, truth to come into play again. Maybe it's taken a lot of strength for you to be positive and gain a higher perspective. But either way, this feels like the universe commending you for your strength in whatever situation. It feels like you have had a lot of strength and you have taken the high road, and you have you've really taken the high road here, and you have been able to see things from a more mature, enlightened perspective, I'm getting. So let's see what else. Oh, actually, let's see. Okay, I'm going to move these over, get one more of these, and then we'll go to the Psychic Tarot. One more of these cards, God, for my pile number 3. What else is coming through for them? Again, for some of you might have been feeling sad and alone and like in your own space, maybe with your cat or your pet, and it's taken a lot of strength for you to just come back out into the world. Maybe you felt like distant from the world. Maybe you felt like you're on the outside looking in type of energy, like Rapunzel from Tangled. And maybe you're desperately craving this community, this socializing, these friends. This is, for some of you, this is just another way of interpreting it. And it's like the Spirit's saying, if you take a step out of your comfort zone and trust that all will work out, there are friends out there for you. And that you are a strong person for, just being who you are and everything that you've gone through. It's like maybe you've carried a lot of burdens of your own or of others in the past, and you're really craving to get out of that and to connect back with the world again. It's like you do like people, you do appreciate people, and you're really wanting that. So Spirit's here for those of you where that message applies. Spirit's encouraging you to take that step out, and like Harley Quinn has that sense of humor and fun. So maybe this is your guides and your higher self kind of saying, don't take it too serious. You don't have to take everything so seriously, and you know, you can have fun with the process of connecting, getting back out there, even if it feels scary or if it feels like it's been a while or whatever the case may be. Like, have fun, you know, get in touch with your inner child, and maybe take your pet, if you have a dog or something where you go on walks, taking your animal out to like a dog park where there are other people. That's coming through. And again, more about like the truth, like maybe like in the past you felt like you had to hide your truth from people around you, or you felt like it wasn't safe to express your truth or where you come from, or just be in your truth in some kind of way. And this is really saying like, so take a step out into this new reality, and you'll see that like everything's going to work out for you in doing that, and you're going to find people to connect with. For my pile number 3, I am picking up like Teen Titans energy with the Strength card, and this line is Beast Boy, I'm pretty sure, because he's green. So maybe that show resonates for some of you if you're of a certain, if you're in that age group, rather, to have seen Teen Titans or appreciated it. I feel like maybe that energy of Teen Titans is describing your energy, where it's kind of like fun and funny and quirky and light, but then there's also some like darkness and like seriousness within that. So it's like they're wanting you to balance like your serious and your playful side. 2 of Pentacles. We have the Lovers, beautiful. And we have the 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So wow, we have 2 union cards here with the Lovers and the 4 of Wands. 2 partnership cards, divine union. 2 of Pentacles can talk about juggling 2 different things. It can talk about 2 realities sort of like colliding and merging, or like kind of inhabiting 2 realities at the same time as you're kind of like stepping out into a new energy. It's like you're kind of still in the old energy, but you're also stepping out into a new energy, and both are existing in your life at the same time here. So for some of you, maybe stepping out into the world and socializing is going to bring you into alignment with like a divine partnership energy. Maybe moving house in some way, with the 4 of Wands. That's the home energy showing up, like I was getting at the beginning. Maybe moving house is like going to help you step out of your comfort zone and connect with like people who are on your level. Maybe even run into like a soulmate or something like that. Let's see here. 3 of Wands, so it's kind of like waiting for the energy to come to you, waiting for the signal from the universe, waiting for the manifestations to come in. I don't know, let's see here. 10 of Swords, ending something. So yeah, there might be like ending a situation in order for you to move out into the world and like connect again in a meaningful way. For others of you, if there is some sort of like custody or like legal issue between you and another person, or like an ex-lover or something like that, or a home situation, it's like things are going to work out. Be positive about it. There might be compromise involved here with the 2 of Pentacles. But that's what it's about. It's about fairness and balance here. Something's ending though, but then something else is coming in, something new and better is coming in, and there is this beautiful energy of like union and partnership. So whatever you've been going through with potentially somebody else, it's like new, better energies coming in that's like aligned and connected for you. Or if you and a loved one that you're already connected with and you're good with, if you have been struggling in any kind of way and needing to kind of like juggle things in your reality and like stay strong, whether it's a legal issue or like a home situation, a contract, something like that, it's like it's all gonna work out. And like this is showing me like unity, community, like things coming together in like a positive, aligned way. So lastly, I'm going to get cards from the Psychic Tarot here for my pile number 3 God to close out their reading. What else wants to come through here? What else wants to come through, God? For my pile number 3. Okay. So there's hope. I'm pretty sure that's the Star card. Yeah, it is the Star card. So we have the Star showing up twice. So there's a definite call for you to remain positive, hopeful, look at things from a higher, brighter perspective, or continue to know that you're being guided in the right direction and that you are divinely protected in whatever situation that you're in. God is with you in this situation. And then we have accelerated motion, which is things moving forward, happening quickly. At the bottom here, we have triumphant success. So like I was saying, things are going to work out in whatever situation you're experiencing. Under that, we have positive movement forward. So yeah, you're really being encouraged here that things are working out. Stay hopeful. It's interesting how we have these like sun and star energies coming through. You might identify with like starseed archetypes or like connecting with the stars, connecting with your star family. And this is also giving me the sense of like wish upon a star. So like have your positive intentions set and understand and know that they can happen. Like you doing that and being intentional and like affirming like my highest outcome is what is happening for me, like that's gonna really like lock things into place and speed things up and like allow them to flow better. So let's get one more here and we'll close this out. For my pile number 3, God, final message for them right now. Final message for my pile number 3. Final message for my pile number 3. Balance. Wow, so this is like more fairness and like balance coming in. Equal energies. Yeah, fairness, healing. There's healing happening in the situation as well. And just this also asks just to be patient, you know, like things will move quickly. You have more success energy here at the bottom, victory and success, 6 of Wands. So yeah, really, this is all really speaking for itself and just telling me like whatever situation that you're experiencing right now, things are going to be moving forward and in a positive, fair, balanced way, working out for you in your best interest. And you're going to be connecting with other people in a meaningful way. And like any situation that involves other people, it's resolving or unfolding positively for you and with the truth at the forefront of the situation. So yeah, I hope some of these messages resonated in some way for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. There's information in the description box below about personal readings. And yeah, hope to see you in the next video and hope you're having a great day or night wherever you are. Thank you. Bye.